everyone, and what a game. We have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. They're just off a road trip in the Heat, are looking to settle back in here at home. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Here's Conley, following the basket by Paul Millsap. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
He's so dangerous when pushing in transition. AD with the size, the athletic ability, the scoring ability. Terrific finish.
Back to Conley. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
And it's Davis with the jam.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Harris's shot is good.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it. A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Middleton on the wing. And Mourning throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
It's good from long range. And it's 8 points for Tobias Harris.
Inconsistent from range. When he first entered the league, Tobias has turned that completely around.
And Harrell slams it in.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Here's Porter. Another shot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now, here's Wade, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. And that one's good by Porter.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Here's Middleton. Puts it up from 7.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Middleton hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Stolen by Middleton. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Jones.
Defensively, this is what Davis gives you. The rare versatility to switch 1 through 5, contain his man, and be in a position to help.
A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because when you get a chance to see the guys who, the stats we're looking at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is. And that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And they double up Davis. Loads it up for Davis. The Hornets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
The Heat leading by 6. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
That's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And that one, good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Thomas. He can't get that one. Nice D from Porter. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens. You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Here's Ntilikina to the inside. Len's shot is off. And so Lynn will bring it up for Miami. 4-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Bucket is good.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Down low. Whitehead.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Charlotte, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it will become the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Len. And he makes good on the layup. Len's got 4 this quarter.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Back to Ennis. To the inside. Knocks it loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Miami with the ball. Right side, Thomas. Here's LeVert. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Hornets trail. Shot from 12. Tries again. And Len with the lay-in. Good. Len's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Thomas goes in. Here's Plumlee. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's the Hornets with the ball to the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
And here is Conley. Inside. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 6 points.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man. A tremendous floor leader. Amazing that Conley's only averaged around 6 assists a game for his career.
Here's Ntilikina. After the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Ntilikina. And the dunk by Len.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
And how about about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Steve, you're talking about Conley, a guy who gives you much more than what you see on the stat sheet.
What he does, he controls the pace, the rhythm, understands how to manage the game, and he does it all with great efficiency.
Clock at 2. And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Heat with the lead. On the wing, Harris. Back to Conley. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Harrell. With the second effort. And Davis sends it back. Oh,
yes.
Hornets trail by 4. Now Millsap. The kick out to Porter. Back to Millsap. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Nine seconds left in the second quarter. And Davis wide open. He shoots. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
You know, he's had a handful of seasons in the top 10 in assists. Wade is a gifted passer.
And we'll be right back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Wade on the wing. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Man, at an important point in this game, that kind of turnover can really shift momentum.
To the middle. Pass to Harrell. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Davis. Millsap trying to get open. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 12 in the game.
He's in that AD rhythm. Defensively, you need to try and deny him the ball. He's too hot.
It's Porter outside. Harris with it. He's got 8. Three-pointer. Millsap grabs the miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on when you start talking about the Derek Holmans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose. So many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
A different look for Miami. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The lead is 2. Thomas gets the bucket.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Ennis. Iverson with some nice D. Ball's knocked loose. For the tie. And Jones pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Right side Millsap. Pass to Davis. And the layup is good. Davis has got 16 points.
If the game seems easy for AD, that's because it is. He's taking the time to develop the fundamentals of the game.
With the shot. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Iverson. Order outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now Thomas. Back to Turner. Outside Thomas. Lets it go with the three. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
The Hornets trail. Here's Iverson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. Here's Davis. And it's sent back by Plumlee. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. On the wing, Porter. Millsap left side. Here's Davis. Connects on the 17-footer. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love this from Anthony Davis. His shot is so fluid. Great mechanics off the catch. Such a well-coordinated athlete.
To the paint. Here's Lin. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And Eric Bledsoe, a player who many thought might be a great fit in Milwaukee, but that wasn't the case.
And I'm not sure if it was a play style issue or something else. Fact is, they moved him in the offseason after only a half season of trying things out. Certainly one of the more surprising moves in a wild summer.
And it's LeVert missing.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
Now Lin. 10 points for him. All sorts of time. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 6.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And here we go. Fast break. Lin's got it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Davis with it. Picked up by Harris. Kicks it out to Iverson. And the 3 off target.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Down low. Harrell. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Lin's shot is off.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Fournier. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Hornets lead by 3.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, it went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And the Heat call time here.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
He gets it up. Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about that shot? Incredible.
Nice. 3 points at the buzzer.
It's all tied in Miami. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here are the Heat now. Now here's Conley. Pass to Kuzminskis. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Rejected by Len. Here's Ntilikina. Fournier in the corner. Inside.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
The scores remain close. I've got a feeling it's going to come down to the wire.
Len's shot is off.
Well, what did Coach tell us? We wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Charlotte calls timeout. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He told the guys, I know you can do it. Make every possession count and watch how things go our way. Kevin?
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
And Harrell slams it in.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
Some solid defense from Harris. The Heat leading by 4. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Mourning. And here is Conley. Green with the block.
And the rim protection from Jermichael. Another thing he brings to the table.
First one falls for. Both shots good from the stripe. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Len. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Mourning. Don't usually see him shooting the 3.
I really like the rhythm Ntilikina plays with. Good at sensing when to shoot off the pass.
And the shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Fournier in the corner. Here's Green. Here's Len. Up again. And Green is right there.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Len. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's LeVert. That shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Wade at the elbow. Got a piece of it. Charlotte moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And that misses everything. Stolen by Len. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Kuzminskis. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Kuzminskis has got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And that one's good. Iverson.
I love the unselfishness from Millsap. Could have chosen to take it himself.
Pass to LeVert. To the inside. Here's Kuzminskis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
And here's Len. He's guarded by Thomas. To the middle. Porter trying to free himself up. Lays it up off the glass.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
Thomas with the ball. Down low. LeVert. Makes it off the glass. And the Heat lead by 3.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Len. Porter trying to free himself up. Len, good.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Basket, good.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Porter. And Jones sends it back. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Money!
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now Iverson. Outside Millsap. Back to Iverson. To the middle. Count it!
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Thomas surveying the D. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing. By 3. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Pass to Wade. Iverson outside. On the wing, Porter. target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.